right. I always call it, and Murray, you corrected me the last time I said this. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, John Hughes classic, written, I believe, in or made in 1989. It was probably written a year before that. You said I said the best Thanksgiving movie of all time, and I say that kind of sarcastically because, as far as I know, it's the only Thanksgiving movie, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
and
I think it is the only Thanksgiving. The only movie that is the plot is propelled by the fact that it is Thanksgiving.
Right. And you said that it did so poorly in the box office that it was then repackaged as a Christmas movie. Is that right?
The packaging on the VHS jacket has candy cane stripes and everything all around them with like Christmas lights dangling down. But obviously the plot is driven by Thanksgiving, which I don't think it was a correction. It was just like a more look at this bullshit that they went and did this. But then again, if you're going to, I don't know when it was released specifically, but if you're going to the movies around that time, I mean, I guess technically, I don't know what the movie poster looked like. If they did that, that was complete bullshit by some asshole producer that threw a shit ton of money. There's like, oh yeah, nobody would see a Thanksgiving movie. Let's make it look like Christmas. And that's probably all that went. It's like the guy that wanted to put a spider in a Superman movie.
You could get away with that in the late 80s. People were just generally more stupid. Not so much internet, phones, things like that. And the IQ was a touch.
No, I don't think it was IQ. I think it was just we were less opportunity for being informed.
Right. Yeah, I think so many people go to that and you think, oh, it could be it could have been a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie, right? I don't know. Anywho, we're not gonna. This segment isn't about the original Planes, Trains, and Automobiles starring John Candy and Steve Martin. This is about a remake. Paramount Pictures is talking about getting the Will Smith, the savior of the world 15 times over, and Kevin Hart, the person arguably is the funniest person or the most funniest paid person in the world right now. Hart's Heartbeat Productions and Smith's Westbrook Studios will produce. In her feature debut, Aisha Carr will write the script. Her TV credits include Brooklyn Nine-Nine and upcoming Hulu series Woke. So get woke between reading Shred or watching Shred as you... that's Netflix too, right, Mur?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Listen, I'm not big on remakes, but this has bestseller C+ material written all over it.
Sounds terrible.
No, that's it. That's your Siskel and Ebert write-up right there.
Sounds terrible. Like, well, okay, Alan. Now you're younger than us, and I mean, I'm the elder statesman here, so I probably enjoyed this movie in an earlier age. Why do you specifically think that this will be a big shitty turd in a very shallow toilet?
I feel like this is one of those ones that you just kind of don't touch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not like
you don't Elmo this.
Yeah, exactly. Like
right.
There no human on the planet is gonna give you, John Candy. And like, it's not gonna. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not gonna. You can't touch it for me.
Thank you, MC Hammer. Wes.
Okay.
Who plays who? Who plays who? Will Smith, Kevin Hart. Because I can honestly see them being interchangeable for the Steve Martin, John Candy role. So who gets who?
Right. I'd almost okay. So obviously this is gonna go by physical appearance. I mean that John Candy was like 6'2", pushing four bills. Neither Will Smith or Kevin Hart are like that. But I think if you're going to go just by numbskull, kind of happy-go-lucky, John Candy-esque character in that movie, it's got to be Kevin Hart. He's got to be the one who's out and about, and Will Smith is the Steve Martin.
Yeah, 100%.
But can't Kevin Hart get to that rapid pace rage better than Will Smith? And I'm thinking specifically of the car rental scene when he comes up to the counter and he's like, I need a fucking car, 4 fucking wheels and a fucking frame, a fucking steering wheel, and he just keeps going and going and going.
Right,
I can see Kevin Hart performing that I mean, I don't know if they'll redo that scene specifically, but I can see Kevin Hart performing that rapid fire, funny pacing better than Will Smith.
Right. He said, what does he say? Something about, it's like, how do you do it? It's like, because I was with Del Griffith. Oh, you mean the shower curtain guy? Yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, you know him?
Like a wind-up Kathy doll that never stops. I think I don't know. No, I don't think it's untouchable though. I disagree with Alan on this. I think there's been a lot of movies, and more often than not, I'm knee-jerk. I'm like, why the fuck do they want to do that? Why do they want to do another one or a remake or a part deux afterwards? That's just obviously going to be dog shit. And you know, Hot Shots is what it is. Hot Shots is Hot Shots. If you get the reference, the part deux. But
I get it. Yeah, thank you for explaining it.
And then there was Hot Shots Part 33 and a third. Great movie.
I will say this. I'm very torn on this one because as far as the two people that they could pick to remake it, I am in agreement that this could potentially be the best duo to do it. So I'm not completely angry. I almost feel like it's an untouchable movie because it's one of the few movies that has a purity of heart, is legitimately funny, will make you seriously belly laugh and seriously like cry by the end. It's a glorious movie. The reason I don't think it'll work is because if they remake it structurally to a T, then you already know, the big reveal. The spoiler alert's already there. So I would be in favor of them making a movie similar to Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but not necessarily. But I don't know. But I would like to see like a modern remake of it because travel itself has changed so abruptly, like in the last 20 years because of 9/11. You couldn't do like that. Like you can't smoke in an airport. There's number one. So like there's just little teeny tiny nuanced things like that make it almost impossible to remake as it was made the first time. So it could be so much different.
I kind of feel like they gave a crack at it with that Robert Downey movie, Zach Galifianakis flick. You know what I'm talking? What's that called?
Oh, man, I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about. I actually saw that in the theater with my wife, and I was actually, it was good. Even Danny McBride is like the asshole, like, motel operator guy.
That's right. Yeah, fucks him up. Alan, did you see that movie with Kelly?
Nope, did not. Absolutely not. I don't know.
You see Plane, Trains, and
movies. I haven't been to a lot of movie theaters in a while, man. Even before the COVID.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? You think you're going to go see that?
Probably not.
Okay.
I'll catch that on a home video.
Yeah.
They still do that?
They'll sell it as a package deal, the original and the old one. And then the new ones, rather, in a two buy one, get one free type deal.
I'll wait till, Columbia sends me the pick 12 DVDs for a penny.
Ooh, Columbia House, right?
And then I'll get those and never pay them.
Yeah, and BMG.
Yeah.
Well, hey, before we move on, I do want to ask because this might be the first movie that since COVID that is obviously not going to make its way to the theaters, even though they're advertising it both in theaters and on video on demand. The new Bill and Ted. Is anybody interested in this?
Wow.